All right, sorry about that. I ran out of time in my last video. But in the previous one, we were looking at how many kilometers she can walk to earn $30, and we were setting up a table to do that. So we know at 0 kilometers, she was still earning the $5 to start, and then every kilometer after that, she was getting 50 cents. So at 1 kilometer, she would be $5.50. 50 cents more would be $6. Then we'd have $7.50. Then we'd have $8. I'm looking for $30 though. And I can see that in my last problem at 23, she earned 16.50. So maybe if I did a logical guess here, maybe I did 25 and found out what she had at 25. But using that whole idea that she's got $5 to start plus 50 cents for every kilometer. So if I put my $5 to start plus 50 cents, 0.5 times the 25, that gives me 17.50. Not enough. I need 30. So maybe I try, I don't know, 30 kilometers. So I do the $5 to start plus 50 cents for the 30 kilometers, which gives me 20 bucks. I'm a lot closer. So maybe I try 40. So I have the $5 to start plus 50 cents for every kilometer, and there are 40 of them. That's 25. Closer, so maybe I try 50. So then I have the $5 to start plus 50 cents for the 50 kilometers, and that gives me 30 bucks. So it looks like my solution here shows up in my table at 50. No longer a question. At 50 kilometers walked, she will earn $30. So maybe we can put kilometers walked, she'll earn $30. Okay. I also know that we'll get into some situations like you have to explain if I give you the original equation, put a little example here. D equals, our distance is equal to 25 plus 2.5 t. So again, what does this mean? Well, here we have our distance walked, or dollars earned, I guess we could say. Let's do dollars earned. And then this t would be the time. No, let's get rid of that. Let's do, I'll erase that. Let's do our walking rate problem again. The variables don't make sense here. Okay, so let's say we did the distance walked. I was right to begin with. And then the time. So in seconds, how far did they get? So this 2.5, again, is your coefficient, your rate of change, and this 25 is our y-intercept. We know the coefficient is the 2.5 because it's next to the variable. It gives us that every single time. There is no variable next to the 25. That's our starting amount. So if I were to write this out, this person is getting 2.5 meters per second because it's next to the time with a 25 meter head start. I'll do HS for head start. So if I give us a problem, or if I give us an equation and I say, well, what's it asking us? So for example, the D equals 25 plus 2.5 T. Oh, nope, instead of T, we'll do 7. We've replaced a variable. They're asking us a question. So because we replaced the time, they're asking us if she walks or he walks 7 seconds, how far did they get? The variable is unknown. Okay, how far did they go? What's the distance? Same thing here with this one. If I gave us 70 equals 25 plus 2.5 t, this time the t is not replaced. Our d is the distance. We know the distance. So this question is saying, all right, if this person walked 70 kilometers, how long did it take? And that's what we would have to either set up a table or a graph or use the equation with guess and check to do that. Okay, so this should go into your notebook as well. I do apologize for having to split it into two, but we are done with this one right now. Okay, and then I think you're going to have to do some examples like this later. All right, have a good day. We'll see you later. Bye.